Good evening, everyone. I am Rinkesh Shah from Mankind Pharma, and I welcome you all to all the distinguished guests, dignitaries on this remarkable day in the healthcare industry. And why is it remarkable? Because the real hero will meet the real for the first time ever, and the superhuman endeavors of Sir and the family which he has created will be frozen in time today. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all to the grand premiere, first time ever in the eastern part of the country. So it's a milestone for us, for the concept, for the organization. I welcome you all to the grand premiere of White Coat Legends, where we'll celebrate the accomplishments and achievements of a magnanimous legend today. Uh, he's a legend with, I would say, a middle class exterior, but filled with passion and emotion about fulfilling a dream, possibly seen along with his mother. So beautiful a story which we are about to see today. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all stand up and please put our hands together for Dr. Debashish Bhattacharya, a true white coat legend with us over here today. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you all. Sir, you are a true life inspiration for us, and yet so humble to have accepted this invitation of ours to be a part of this amazing journey. I also welcome all the students, guests, faculty, staff members, friends, family, everyone who are present over here today. It just adds few more stars to an already legendary journey which Sir has had over the years. Let us begin this evening on a ceremonious note. Yeah, it's always auspicious to begin that way. So let us begin with a small lamp lighting ceremony. And for that, if I may please call upon stage, obviously Dr. Debashish sir, Dr. Samar, Madam Pushpita Bhattacharya ji, Dr. Ratish Chandra ji, Dr. Gautam Baduri ji, Dr. Arup Chakraborty ji, and Dr. Devnath, and Mr. Pradeep Kumar De, and Dr. Sanju ji as well. If I can have you all here, Dr. Samar, Madam Pushpita ji, Dr. Ratish, Dr. Gautam, Dr. Arup, Dr. Devnath, and Dr. Pradeep De, Mr. Pradeep De. If you can have the candle, yeah. The light which is being lit is the true light which doctors and the medical fraternity bring to the life of a patient for all of us put together. Yeah, please, ma'am. If anyone from staff can please be here. Dr. Ma'am Sudeshna, you are being called for. Come on. Can you have a small photograph, please? Uh, for all the guests, if you can have a photograph, please. round of applause for the beautiful family. Thank you, everyone. Uh, before we get on to the movie, let me begin about how this whole concept kind of came into being. Uh, Mankind Pharma is an organization which is under 3 decades old, or I would say young, so to say. And this concept has been living with us for almost 2 decades of those 3 decades. In these 3 decades, the company has achieved a lot. We are a 22,000 employee company. We are $1 billion revenue in terms of numbers. We are someone who would love to stand for affordability, accessibility, and quality. In quality, also, we are taking a lot of strides. You know, uh, in India, we always have this perception that the great things from India generally is exported outside. Even the brain drain happens. We have some legends which we have been able to retain over here, but typically the best of the things go outside. But at Mankind, we want to stand for quality, and we have introduced 200 products of ours in DMF grade, which is basically speaking about export quality stuff being made in India at affordable prices. Through this journey of ours, one thing has always stayed with us is the name, Mankind, and the word kind. And the kindness has always been in our hearts. This story of white coat legends has been almost 2 decades, as I'm saying, and we could not have our co-founder, managing director, Mr. Rajiv Juneja over here, but he has sent us a beautiful message on how this concept saw the light in his heart, and when it started, why it started, and how it has seen the light of the day today. If we can cue the message from Mr. Rajiv, sir, please, team.
Good morning, Namaskar, sir. My name is Rajiv Juneja. Thank you very much for coming in this function. I represent Mankind as Managing Director and Vice Chairman. Uh, from core of my heart, I say thank you very much for sparing so many days for Team Mankind in creating this film of yours. And there is a purpose for creating this film. There is an incident involved with this. Many years back, some very famous scientists came to our hometown, and I wanted my son to join me in the function. But he said he did not want to join because, as per him, function would be boring. The same way, my son wanted to go to a function with me in which a film star was coming and a cricketer was coming. Image of a great professional, a scientist, was different than the image of a cricketer. So that particular day, this idea came that we should do something which can really create a bigger image, better image. What these scientists, these great people, in our case, great doctors, master of the craft, they have done something great for the service of humankind, for medical science, for the patients, for society as a whole. So keeping that in mind, we try to build something on that. We hired the services of best of the professionals and tried our level best to make it world class. And hope that you would like it, your family would like it, your friends will like it. That's our endeavor. In Mankind, on one side, sir, we always want to promote very aggressively the science side, the medical science. To doctors, and we just want that whatever latest things are happening in the field of medical science, that should be propagated. At the same time, because our name is Mankind, company's name is Mankind, we cannot forget the human side. The kindness is always there, so we always believe that whatever a personality becomes, whatever you have become, there must be so much of contribution of your whole family. Your parents, your wife, your kids, your teachers, your colleagues, they too must have contributed. Your friends must have contributed a lot. So, with this film, the help of this film, we have tried to create some kind of a memory in which we could really showcase you as a hero, which you actually are. Uh, we don't know, I mean, how much we have succeeded, but we always believe in karma. We have tried our level best. Team Mankind have done the best possible thing. Their intentions were great. Their trying were the highest level, and hope that you like it. So thank you so much, sir, for coming here. Thank you to your whole family. Thank you to the friends. Thank you to the doctors for coming here. We are just grateful and hope that you will like the film, you like the hospitality of Team Mankind. Thank you so much and have a great year ahead, sir. Thank you very much.
Such a beautiful message, right? The image of a scientist is different versus an image of a film star, right? Our hero of the evening is here with us today, so we are very grateful for that. Before, I'll not want you to all be waiting too long to catch on to the movie. I know we are all eagerly waiting for it, but I'm sure we all would want to know. Uh, this is a Thursday, typically a Thursday for a Friday premiere of a movie, right? So here is the first time where the audience is seeing the movie. So this is the Thursday for us. But come next week, we'll launch this movie on a platform called as Docflix. You have the QR codes on your table. So it's an OTT platform where all the White Coat Legends series are going to be played. So after today, you can watch the movie on Docflix. You can download the apps or see it on the website. If I can play a 30 seconds teaser of what Docflix is about, it will help us all. So I think you all got to know where you can see the movie after today. So I'll not keep you all waiting for too long. Here is the movie of the White Coat Legends with Dr. Debashish sir. Thank you so much, sir, for giving us time from the hectic schedule that you have. I know it would have not been easy where the crew is following around with the cameras and everything. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much to the entire Disha family for accommodating us through the journey of the shoot, the edits, and possibly the hassles which you would have had to take today. So thank you all for helping us see through this day, and thank you Team Mankind, the entire field team here, who consistently are trying to ensure that the logistics are in place. So thank you so much everyone. And the team, sounds okay? Okay? Perfect. Please cue the movie, lights off. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
My mother always wanted that I should be a doctor. I'm going to become a doctor's mother, no? I've never been to school, so I better, educate myself. Things became very interesting once I started going to the wards. That changed the perspective. And I really couldn't believe what a fantastic profession I'm in. started planning that clinic free of cost for the next 6 months. No, he's too young. I mean, he can be an RMO. He cannot be a consultant. I landed up in my hometown, Barrackpur, in a spectacle shop. And I wouldn't get patients. And then I was struggling. I would sit outside, and there was this Pani Puri wala, he was doing brisk business. He was distributing happiness.
Whatever he does, he will earn something.
One day I'll have a bigger hospital than this. Thank you. So I'd go and stand by his side, watch. He was so intense again in teaching me, because the IOL was the real game changer for ophthalmology. I was working from 7 o'clock in the morning till night 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Just would sleep and get up next morning and start working. Technology is meant for everybody to benefit from. And if we have the power, give it to everybody. I leave that my practice, which was like kind of 50 lakhs in those times. I insisted that they leave their job and come and join and let us have the hospital of our dream. That's how Disha started. Disha is a family. It's not a corporate statement. It is a family in a true sense. We started in 97, but around 2000, 2002, we had hit figures of about 800 patients a day. Since 2013, we kept on having branches one after the other.
With him, I think the entire organization is getting celebrated, and I think that's what is such a joyous moment for us.
Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful journey, sir. Amazing, loved it. And I think for this also, I'm assuming picture abhi baki hai with the great multi-speciality milestone with Disha family is about to see. Superb. Thank you so much, sir, and thank you, beautiful audience, for being a part of this movie today. Sir, may I first call upon stage Mr. Amol from Mankind and Miss Supriya from Mankind. And sir, if we can have you on stage, we'd like to this opportunity to felicitate you, sir. If you can have Miss Supriya and Mr. Amol, and if you can have the memento, please. Thank you so much, Amol, Supriya. Sir, if we can have you on the stage for a second. Sir, I think such a legendary journey is possible only with a legendary Disha family, and also importantly, legendary your immediate family. So if I can please have on stage Mrs. Pushpita Bhattacharya, Mr. Ranbir, and Mrs. Momita Bhattacharya on stage. I think Madam Ishita is not here, but if you can have the family on stage. And sir would like to felicitate the family for this beautiful journey together. If you can have ma'am you on stage. small photograph. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am. Beautiful life journey is at times seen greatly in a better way from a vantage point of others. We have had a lot of interest and intent of others speaking today on the beautiful experience which they had with Disha, with Sir. If I can first invite Mr. Ranveer Bhattacharya to have few lines with us today to share his experiences and emotions with Sir and with the Disha family.
Hello.
Sir, you can have your stage.
First of all, thank you for coming on a Sunday evening. I know it is a very busy season for all of us. So thank you to all the doctors, our friends, our family, the Disha staff. They have come from a very long distance. So a round of applause for all of us who are being present here. So it's been an incredible journey throughout my life since the time I was born. I was born in this family, and the people in front of me are the reason that we could have done this today. And my father being an inspiration to all of us for leading the journey throughout. And it is quite a emotional and uh, a very heavy feeling with uh, the entire documentary, where we look back to the great journey he has had. So I hope he keeps inspiring all of us to get up in the morning and keep believing and keep dreaming. And more importantly, keep saying that we need to keep doing. I think doing is the most important part, and hopefully we keep doing every day. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. If we can have Dr. Shubhendu Bharat as well on stage to share his few lines about his experiences. If we have him in the room, yeah. Great. Thank you so much. Sir, if we can have you on stage, sir, it will be.
থ্যাংক ইউ সবার তরফ থেকে। আমি কিছু বলতে বলা হয়েছে, দেবাশিসদার সম্বন্ধে নতুন কিছু বলা মনে হয় আমি বাংলায় বলছি, ও দরকার নেই এত সুন্দর সিনেমাটা দেখার পরে। মানে আমরা সবাই জানি দেবাশিসদাকে। 2001 সাল নভেম্বর মাস থেকে জয়েন করেছি। দিশার আজকে 100 জন ডাক্তার। আমি 100 জন ডাক্তারের মধ্যে যদি বলি সবাইকে অবতার হিসেবে বলি, কারণ আমাদের সকলের গ্রোথের জন্য সবাই ইকুয়ালি হয়তো আমরা আছি। আমি ছিলাম 10ম অবতার, সুতরাং নাম্বার 10th। সো সেই সিচুয়েশান থেকে আজকে 22 বছর কাজ করার পরে খুব ভালো লাগছে। একটা সবথেকে বড় কথা হচ্ছে আমাদের এখানে ওয়ার্ক কালচার, দাদা যেটা করেছেন ওয়ার্ক কালচারটা ফ্যান্টাস্টিক। ঠিক আছে, সবাই সব ভালো পেশেন্টদের ভালোর জন্য যা কিছু কাজ করো, কোনো বাধা নিষেধ নেই, সব কিছু করতে পারো। পয়সা কড়ির দিকে তাকিও না, সব ঠিক হয়ে যাবে, কোনো চিন্তা করার কারণ নেই। আর যেটা সবাই, আমি দাদার লেজেন্ড, দাদার ভিশনারি ব্যাপারটা, দাদার লিডারশিপ ব্যাপারটা, আমরা সবাই মানে এটা নিয়ে মানে কোনো আর মানে বেশি কিছু বলার কিছু নেই। মানে এটা উনি শেষ কথা বলতে গেলে এন্টারপ্রেনারশিপ। কিন্তু যেটা আমরা অনেকে মানে দেখেও দেখতে পারি না, একটা ইনভিজিবল ব্যাপার আছে, যেটা হচ্ছে একটা ডেলিকেট হারমোনি, একটা ডেলিকেট ব্যালেন্স ইন দ্য হোল এনভায়রনমেন্ট, নট অনলি ইন the hospital, all the hospitals, but also the like other inside the state and outside the state also. মানে ব্যাপারটা একটা বাংলায় যাকে বলে সৌহার্দ্যপূর্ণ সাম্যাবস্থান, একটা ডেলিকেট হারমোনিটা কিন্তু দাদা অসাধারণভাবে মেনটেন করছেন। এবং যতক্ষণ ধরে এই ডেলিকেট হারমোনিটা মেনটেন করা যাবে, আমাদের দিশার হোল ফ্যামিলি গ্রোথটা খুব ভালো হবে। থ্যাংক ইউ দাদা।
Thank you so much, sir, for those beautiful lines. If we can have Dr. Samar as well on stage. Dr. Samar, yeah. Can give the mic to sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you all. First, I would like to say that I have not participated in this film because of there is a conflict of interest, pharma and my position as a AIOS. That's why I have not participated. So I met Debashish earlier in college days, but that time I didn't know him that way. I was again from very remote place. And when I shifted to AB quarters, I had taken his bed with the same bed sheet he left, and that bed actually called the PG seed bed. Though I actually joined All India Institute RP Center, and I can remember that in 86 probably, he visited in my room with 3 people for copy of P-Man book. And that was a brief, I mean, I didn't know him that time. So I left RP Center, I come back I take a service, government service, and my in-laws' place is in Barakpur. So Bani, my better half, she used to assist Debashish. I heard a lot of about him from Bani rather than I met him. When I joined in NRS in 93, then I shifted to this side from Malda to Barakpur. And since then, we used to meet often. Sometime I used to sit in his clinic because he has certain, that time, small gadgets I used to see, I used to investigate. And Tusharda used to come and we used to talk. Then I was not happy with the government job because what I wanted to do, I could not perform in the NRS Medical College. I was then RMO come clinical tutor. Then we discussed about this togetherness, and then it happened in 97, 1st May. And since then, in early days, those days are bad days for us, for me and Tusharda actually, that the people had a very non-acceptance on us, both of us. We used to do everything for him, refraction, autoperimetry, IOL power calculation, etc., etc. But he always gives us support that, wait, they will accept you, they will accept. And people accepted us. The way we grew together, then when the Disha fast came, we often sit together and we discussed. I have always in a little bit different kind of mindset. I always argue with him. Sometimes I give a plan, a new thing. He also, I used to take him to many places, come with me, and we went to Nepal also. And then we got conversation, and he used to tell later on that early days that yes, we can do it. If they can do it, we can do it. If he can do it, I can do it. Some kind of super optimism, that optimism is basically his nature. This kind of optimism I have never seen. So I have learned many things from him as a partner, as a brother, as a family member. And when we sit together, I have learned the art of medicine from him. Science I know, from art of medicine from him. The art of managing other people, bargain with the company people. I have learned those tricks from him, that how to negotiate with people. And later on, we sit together sometimes, and again he used to tell, ওদের মাথায় কি শিং আছে? That means if they have an extra horn in their head, so we can do it, we'll do it. So we have done it. So it is a phenomenon. So it is a more of leadership. I see it is a phenomenon. So on the other hand, when I look retrospectively, like 26, 27 years, maybe 30 years I am with him. So when I look back, and I feel sometimes that he has certain favoritism on me. I do not know why. I cannot explain it. But I know from my core of heart, he has some kind of partiality on me. So I'm confessing this. And at the end of the day, he is my guardian. He is my guardian. Whenever I am in trouble, be it in giving my first oral presentation in American Academy, I went to his house. Debashish, please see my presentation, 7 minutes. Is it okay? No. You just change this slide, this one. From there, for my heart issue, for my other issues, still I believe that he is my very, very close friend and guiding force. And after all, at this age, Debashish and of course, Bodhi, both are my guardian. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. I hope if the partiality was not there, it begins, and if it was there, it stays. Thank you so much, sir, for this beautiful life experience with sir. If we can have on stage Dr. Aditya Pradhan. Is there in the room? Yeah. Give the mic to sir.
Very good evening to all of you, and especially our guest of honor for tonight, Dr. DB sir. So I basically hail from Maharashtra, and the thought of coming to West Bengal never crossed my mind. But looking down at 10 years in Disha almost now completed, and I reminisce some of the times before, and I come to realize that the Disha, the institution, has accepted me as a part of their family, and with the strong bonds of fellowship and professionalism. And Dr. DB sir has played an important role, an instrumental role in my life. He has held my hand throughout my career and guided me how to move ahead. His hard work, dedication, and determination has inspired me and all of us as well. He is not only our CMD, but also the mentor and guide, as has been shown in the movie. Today, as we celebrate the journey of his life, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to the board of directors, my colleagues, my seniors, the staff and the patients for making this impossible journey possible. Sir, apni amader durbotara, apnake chhada amra shobai dishahara. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Well, I would need a Hindi translation for that. All emotions flowing out, sir, with that beautiful words. If we can have Dr. Parag Mukhopadhyay on stage as well. Round of applause for Dr. Parag, sir. You can have the mic, please. You can have you on stage, sir. It's okay? Okay.
About a century back, there was a legend writer who wrote stories in Hindi. He was Munshi Premchand. He had a story named Barda. There are two brothers, senior one and junior one. Junior one scored well in school. Senior one, Barda, was a little bit less than the junior brother. But yet the father repeatedly asked the senior Barda, take care of your brother. See where he is going. and if required, punish him, everything. And Bhatta did it in that way. Me was a fifth year student when Debashish Bhattacharya was a first year student at NRS Medical College. That time, we both were MBBS students, no one ophthalmologist, but we exchanged smile sometimes when we met in the hostel corridor. When he was coming from Barakpur to meet some hostel mate, and I was going down as a senior brother, we smiled. I can remember that. Now, if my father, that father of Munshi Premchand, asked me, "How is your brother doing?" আমি বলবো, ওকে বকো না, বড় ভালো করেছে, বড় ভালো করেছে, সবার অনেক উপকার করেছে, আমার এই বাংলার চোখের সাবজেক্টটাকেও মাতিয়ে দিয়েছে, বাবা ওকে বকো না।
Thank you so much, sir. I think before we call the evening, it's obvious we would like to listen from you few lines, sir. If you'd like to share the experience of the evening and the gratitude with everyone. A big round of applause for the protagonist of our grand premiere of White Coat Legends here today.
Good evening, everybody. First, I must congratulate all of you, because when mankind came to me that, sir, we are shooting White Coat Legends and we want a shoot around you. So I said, you'll end up making another documentary on Disha, because me and Disha are inseparable. So I don't know. I think it's quite obvious in the film too. So it is a celebration of all of you here rather than the name. But as Mr. Juneja was telling, we doctors work very hard. We really devote ourselves, and thoda celebration to banta hai. So that is why when they showed me Dr. Mohan's, I have a lot of respect for him, the diabetologist who has this Mohan diabetic clinics all over. When they showed me his film, I said, okay, let's do it. And that's how we ended up doing it. Thank you, Mankind, for this wonderful idea. And this Docflix is a wonderful platform where doctors can go ask questions and get answers, read the conversation between various specialities. And it's a good site to be on. And of course, I am not a legion, but then I really consider some, like Dr. Mohan, whom I look up to, as a legion. But the film inspires me because a legend is somebody in whose legacy things go on. And honestly, being at the other side of life, I really want things to go on beyond me. So I better be a legion. So yes, not much has been told in this film about my father, because he is so obvious. My father was the general manager of Ishapur, and I saw him through 2 wars, leading 10,000 people. He was 6 feet tall, nothing like me, and more. And he was very loud, but he was very affectionate. And he steered the nation's national pride through these 2 wars. Our soldiers fought with those rifles. So I learned a lot from him, besides all that was there in the story. Having
told that, I think, it becomes mandatory to pass on to you all. We have a lot of youngsters here. A few of the life lessons that I have learned through this wonderful journey. It's very important for all of us to have a passionate dream. I mean, this is a very American, connotation we hear in all lectures. But somehow, in me, it wasn't really there. As you saw in the film, it was my mother who instilled it. But once you get involved in that passionate dream, there are a lot of advantages. Like, you see things in that direction before others do because you are passionate about it. Like, you feel however hard you work hard. And you don't feel that you worked hard because it's not work, it's joy, because you're working for your passion. So when passion and work and dream meets together, it's a wonderful zone to be in. That passion and that dream puts you always in a state of discomfort, even when, at this stage, when I think things are quite good around me. But there is a bottom line of surplus. A surplus is an excess of what we all have done. Now, what to do with that surplus? So essentially, that dream keeps you moving all through. So ultimately, I mean, a passionate dream is something our generation has been in the ascending curve of the country. We have seen stark poverty. We have seen our country struggle out of it. We have seen aspirations of our people. We've met some of them. We've seen it evolve into development, and it is on the road as a fastest growing economy. But having been there, our generation, I think we failed, being so busy in this whole run, we failed to instill those dreams to our next generation. Fortunately for me, my children grew up in a eye clinic, because I used to stay on the second floor, and the ground floor would be OPD and first floor would be the OT and the patient stay. So naturally, it was imbibed into them. But I think our generation failed there. For the younger generation, I think their challenge is they have so much of choices that unless somebody really shows the way, they can be confused. And once, you don't have a focused direction to be working on, you can sway. So let us actually take things forward and do the right thing, because that will take us to where we want to go. We want an aspiring India. We want to take the patients and give them the best health care that is possible, and we look forward to that. We have always been very honest, that we need not say every doctor should better be honest. But having said that, what does honesty mean? Uh, like a little frugality, being, this is me, this is what it is. Probably it was very obvious in the film, but I think a little of this environment is also required, because we should think what we should be or what we should aspire to be, rather than just be saying honestly that this is what we are. So we also need to get out of those frugalities, the minimalisms, and dream, and dream big. And of course, as my son told, I mean, dreams are good, but you have to apply and work on it every day. Again, thank you, Mankind,
Thank you, sir.
for this lovely honor and opportunity. And my dear people, my seniors here who've come all the way, ignoring their age. Most of my mentors are either not there or are too informed to come here. So miss them all, but thank them from the bottom of my heart for whatever little I have been contributing was all because of you. Let me end with one small story. I'm a great fan of Thomas Alva Edison. Like one thing I can never forget, which I learned when Thomas Alva Edison said he had trouble in his house because the whole town was lit by candles, and his house was, shining as these lights on me. So the people said, this is not fair. So he said, don't worry, it will be in every house, and candles will be something that only the rich can afford. So that is the word of technology, I picked from him, and so close to me. And at my age, what happened was that electric bulb and the lab, where everything he had built was somehow it went on fire. And he went to see that ghastly thing happen in front of him. But everybody sympathized with him. But he said, oh, it's good. All my mistakes have been burned. We'll start afresh again. So let's start afresh again. Thank you.
Thank you. Sir, if we can have you, sir, if we can have you on stage. We can have you on stage, sir. So just one last thing. Thank you so much for the audience. I'll not keep you waiting. I think this day is also possible because of tireless effort of our teams at Mankind in the field. If we can have Mr. Palash and the entire field team on stage, and we'd like to felicitate everyone who worked tirelessly to meet all the doctors, all the staff, day in and day out, and keep the light going in the world of healthcare. If we can have you on stage, and if we can have the memento, please. Like to thank two of the people who have, two of the groups who have made this day possible is Tanuj Bhatia Films, who have produced and directed the movie. So big round of applause for them, and Consumer Links team, Mr. Sandeep, who has made this whole thing possible today on this day of event. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, sir, for gathering us over here today and being such a beautiful audience. We have the cocktails and the dinner open. I hope you all enjoy the evening. Thank you so much, everyone, and big round of applause for the Disha family.